Hey, this is Jimmy Lemke from PantherU.com. I didn't quite have the time to put into a full-on article like I wanted to. Some stuff's been happening the last couple days that hasn't really given me a lot of time to do that. I did have my notes and I wanted to share them with you in a short video. And I talked a little bit about Youngstown State and tell you exactly what you can expect for them. They have four starters. Four of their five starters are are scoring more than 10 points a game. That's Kendrick Perry's at 14.6, Blake Allen's at 12.7, Ashton Ward is 11, Damian Earle's 10.6, and Deshaun Brooks is scoring 9.88 points per game. So actually, they're very close to having all five starters scoring at least 10 points a game. The reason that they score that much is that out of the 3,450 minutes played for Youngstown State this season, 2,768 of them have been played by the starters, which means that those starters, Perry, Allen, Ward, Ergel, and Brooks, are actually playing 80% of all Youngstown's minutes, which is a fairly high percentage. Think if Milwaukee had Kalen Williams starting at every single position. That's basically how much their starters are playing. You can expect to see Josh Shanaki, Sean Amaker, Nate Perry, Fletcher Larson. Just don't expect a lot out of them. They don't score much when they are on the floor. The starters that are out give their scoring load to the starters that are still in the game. So if Kendrick Perry sits, look to see Allen and Ward start picking up the guard scoring and things like that. The funny thing is that they're a really finesse team. They're not a banger team like Milwaukee is. Kyle Kelm is significantly taller than anybody really good on their team, so he shouldn't have a total problem blocking. But Damian Ergel does have great jumping ability, and he is a good player. So you can expect there to be somewhat of a battle down there. Kyle's going to be a little out of place because this is such a fast and finesse team that Kyle and Harzma will be able to bang down low on offense. And they'll be able to push guys around on defense, but don't expect Youngstown to really drive the lane that much. In fact, 41.6% of all shots Youngstown State takes are three-pointers. And that's really the key to the game is three-pointers. Milwaukee is the number one team on three-point percentage defense. Every Panther fan that follows Panther U knows this by now. If you read on the UWM Freak Forum, you are well aware that the Panthers defend the three better than anybody in the country. DJO found that out. Alex Young from IUPUI found out that out. Most recently, you can really see that Julius Mays found that out in a big way when Wright State came here. Perhaps it had to do with the fact that Wright State has problems winning in Milwaukee. I don't know, why. I mean, I know it's a hard court, but Wright State's probably one of the best four programs in the last decade in the conference. So it's surprising to see that they haven't won here. But I really think that it was really the three-point defense, especially by Ryan Allen. And actually, Ryan Haggerty has stepped up when Julius Mays was in the game, too, when Allen went out with his injury. Hags is a wonderful defensive player, and he showed exactly why we want him on the roster and in the court in that Wright State game. They have bombers from three. That's the reason that they shoot 42% of all their shots from beyond the arc is because so many of them are good at shooting the three. Blake Allen is the leader. He's made the most. He's attempted the most. He's 53 of 123, which is 43.1%. That's a big number and a very good number. That's probably what we should expect Paris Gully to see from Paris Gully for the rest of the season if he hoists up enough of the threes and stays out on the arc. Deshaun Brooks and Ashton Ward are also above 40% in three-point shooting. They're both hovering right around 40. I think Deshaun's at 41 and Ashton Ward's at 40%. They're very good. They're very good shooting the three. All players except for Urgel and Perry in their starting lineup are very accurate from three-point land. Urgel just isn't a jump shooter. He's the kind of guy who's going to get his shots from inside the arc 95% of the time. He's not a banger. He's a finesse big. He's kind of like, he'd be what Tony Meyer would be if Tony Meyer had a ton of jumping and athletic ability. Maybe Evan Richards' jumping ability and athleticism put into Tony Meyer. That's pretty much what Damian Urgel is. Of course, Damian can't shoot the three anywhere near what Tony's able to do, but it's a very good player. In fact, I've said it before and I'll say it again, Damian Urgel is my favorite player to watch in the Horizon League outside of Milwaukee, of course. He's just an explosive, strong player. He gets a lot of blocks, and unlike a guy like Alec Brown, who uses his own physical gifts of size, Urgel uses his physical gifts of athleticism to get those shots. A little under the weather. It's a little cold outside, and I'm sure you can understand. Let's see. On the season, they've taken 406 three-point shots. 155 of them have been made. That's 38.2%. That's the tops in the conference easily, and 40% and 40th in the entire country. That's very, very good. Like I said, they are a finesse team. They don't drive the lane. They don't foul teams. In fact, they're last in the Horizon League in fouls and fouls per game. They do not foul people. So you can expect Harzma and Kelm to basically do whatever they want down on the block tonight. The same way Anthony has in the past. Beyond that, you can expect Youngstown to not pass the ball around a lot looking for that open shot. Youngstown creates its shots by dribbling. They have very good ball handlers. They do not turn the ball over. They are last in the conference in turnovers per game, as in they only turn the ball over about 10 times a game. And the reason is that they're just very good ball handlers. The Penguins are very good at taking care of it. They don't put themselves in bad situations, and they dribble and get the open shot. They don't get a lot of assists, which tells you exactly, what they do. They're a dribbling team. If you watch them, Perry is probably the best dribbler. Allen is more of a straight-up shooter, and Ward is kind of a combination of both. Urgel and Brooks can both put the ball on the floor, but don't expect them to be dribbling as much as the other three. The good thing for Milwaukee is that Youngstown doesn't foul. Like I said, they are last in fouls per game. They foul less than every other Horizon League team, and that can work for the Panthers' advantage. Obviously, certain teams have beaten or kept the game close with the Panthers by fouling, and obviously our struggles at the free throw line have been well documented by me and by the Journal Sentinel and by everybody who looks at a box score. It's getting better. In fact, in conference games, we are not last in conference. Youngstown is last in conference at the free throw line. They're only shooting 57%, 57.5% in conference. So you can see over the last bunch of games, they don't really shoot the ball well at the free throw line, just like us. So because we like to bang it down low, expect maybe a few hard fouls here or there, just to kind of make sure that they don't get cute with the ball and make them try and beat you from the free throw line, because they can beat you from the 3-point line. And I don't know if they'll beat us. I know that this is probably going to be one of the 2 or 3 stiffest tests so far that we've faced this season from beyond the arc, because they're such a great 3-point shooting team, and because it's not 1 or 2 guys, it's 4 guys that are really good at shooting the 3. So you can see, just looking at it, that Youngstown is the kind of team that matches up with Milwaukee very well. It's very surprising to look at it and see that, wow, Milwaukee's number 1 in 3-point defense. Youngstown's number 1 in the conference in 3-point offense. This is going to be a hell of a game. I can't wait to see it. Obviously, the title of the article that you're looking at is Showdown at the Arc. Obviously, I'm not talking about Valpo's arc. I'm talking about the three-point line. Youngstown State is a wonderful three-point shooting team. They don't turn the ball over, which is funny because they tend to dribble to get their scoring, and you can expect that a lot of the game is going to be decided as to what team wins at the three-point line. Basically, we'll see if Milwaukee can keep its run as the best three-point defense in the country, or if Youngstown State can be the team to break through the wall. All right, the game should start in about an hour. Enjoy. There won't be a Panther U live chat because I have other things that I have to take care of tonight, so I won't be able to run it the way I'd like to, but we will probably have one on Sunday for the Cleveland State game. We won't talk about Cleveland State until after the game tonight. So good luck to the Panthers. Go Panthers. War Milwaukee, as Kyle Rawling decides we shouldn't be saying right now. But maybe that's your homework for the weekend as Panther fans. Think of a new slogan for the Panther fans to use that is our own. All right. Go Panthers.